I, JV and Dr. MP Sharma, Professor, Department of Physiology and Biochemistry, Faculty of Homeopathy Science, Jaipur, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. खुश रहो बिटिया. My topic is digital version 2.0, nephron. So we will discuss in detail about the nephron. So what is nephron? So it is a part of kidney. We know in each kidney we have 1 to 1.5 million of nephrons. Now, what is nephron? So we can say the nephron is defined as a structural and functional unit of the kidney. And each kidney consists of 1 to 1.3 million of nephrons. The number of nephrons starts decreasing after about 45 years to 50 years of age at the rate of 0.8% to 1% every year. Each nephron is formed by two parts. That is, number one, a blind end called renal corpuscle or Malpighian corpuscle. Two, a tubular portion that is called renal tubule. Now you see there is one diagram, or you can say structure of nephron. So what are the parts of the nephron? We can look into the diagram. In a Bowman capsule is there, and in the Bowman capsule there are two arterioles are there. One is afferent arteriole, second is the efferent arteriole, and glomerulus is also there. Then PCT, proximal convoluted tubules, and DCT, distal convoluted tubules, and thick descending segments and thick ascending segments, thin descending segments and thin ascending segments, then collecting duct, and in between there, loop hairpin band. Now, renal corpuscles of Malpighian corpuscles is a sporoidal, and slightly flattened structure with a diameter of about 200 microns. Functions of the renal corpuscles is filtration of blood, which forms the first phase of the urine formation. Renal corpuscles is situated in the cortex of the kidney, either near the peripheral or near the medulla. Now, classification of the nephron based on the situation of the renal corpuscle. The nephrons are classified into two. Number one, cortical nephrons or superficial nephrons. Nephron having the corpuscles in outer cortex of the kidney near the periphery in human kidneys. 85% nephrons are cortical nephrons. Second is juxtamedullary nephrons. The nephrons are the corpuscles in the inner cortex near medulla or corticomedullary junction. Now, structure of the renal corpuscle. It is also two types, two portions. It is formed by the two portions. Number one is the glomerulus, and second is Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus is a tub of capillaries. Capillaries include by Bowman's capsule, and it consists of the glomerular capillaries interposed between afferent arterioles on one end and efferent arterioles on the other hand. Thus, the vascular system is glomerulus is purely arterial. Glomerular capillaries arises from the afferent and arterioles, and after entering the Bowman capsule, the afferent arterioles. Now we see there is one diagram, types of nephrons. As we have discussed about two types of the nephron are there. One is the cortical nephron, second is juxtamedullary nephron. The cortical nephrons are having collecting ducts of Bellini, whereas cortex, outer medulla, inner medulla, or renal sinus. So this is the type of nephron. Now renal corpus. Renal corpuscle is a diagram in which we have shown afferent arterioles and efferent arterioles. In between there, in Bowman capsule, there is one glomerulus and visceral layer, and side by side the parietal layer. Parietal layer, which is also present in this diagram. So we can understand through this renal corpus. So now medullary percentage, nephrons percentage, 85%. Situation of the renal corpuscles, outer cortex near of the periphery inner cortex near medulla, loop of Henle, short long, hairpin bend, penetrates only up to outer. Zone of medulla, hairpin bend, penetrates up to the tip of the papilla. Blood supply. Papilla and blood supply of the tubules, peritubular capillaries, vasa recta functions, formation of the urine, mainly the concentration of the urine and also formation of urine. Arteriole divides into 4 or 5 large capillaries. Each large capillary is subdivided into many small capillaries, and these small capillaries are arranged in the irregular loop and form anastomosis. And all the similar capillaries finally reunite to form the efferent arterioles, which leave the Bowman's capsule. Diameter of the efferent arterioles is less than that of afferent arterioles. This difference in diameter has got functional significance. Now, functional histology. The glomerular capillaries are made up of single layer of the endothelial cells, which are attached to a basement membrane. Endothelium has many pores called fenestrae or filtration pores, and diameter of each pore is 0.1 micron. Presence of the fenestra is the evidence of the filtration function of the glomerular. Common capsule is capsular structure which includes the glomerulus, and it is formed by two layers, inner visceral layer and outer parietal layer. Visceral layer covers the glomerular capillaries. In it is continued as the parietal layer as the visceral pole, and parietal layer is continued with the wall of the tubular portion of the nephron. The cleft-like space between the visceral layer and parietal layer is continued as the lumen of the tubular portion. Functional anatomy of the Bowman capsule resembles a funnel with filter paper. Diameter of Bowman capsule is 200 microns. And functional histology, both the layers of the Bowman capsule are composed of a single layer of the flattened epithelial cells resting on the basement membrane, and basement membrane of the visceral layer fused with the basement membrane. Basement membrane of the visceral layer fused with the basement membrane of the glomerular capillaries on which the capillaries endothelial cells are arranged. Thus, the basement membrane which are fused together form a separation between the glomerular capillary endothelium and epithelium of visceral layer of Bowman capsule. Epithelial cell of the visceral layer fused of the basement with the basement membrane, and these pedicles are arranged in an interdigitating manner, leaving the small cleft space in between. The cleft space is called split port. Epithelial cells with pedicles are called podocytes, and these are made up by three parts: proximal convoluted tubules, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubules, and it is continued as descending limbs of the loop of Henle. Length of approximately convoluted tubules is 14 millimeters, and the diameter is 55 microns. Proximal convoluted tubules is continued as a loop of Henle. Proximal convoluted tubules is formed by a single layer of the cuboidal epithelial cells. Characteristic feature of these cells are present in the hair-like projection directed towards the lumen of the tubules. Because of the presence of these projections, the epithelial cells are called Bruce border cells. Loop of Henle consists of descending limb, hairpin limb, ascending limb. Descending limbs of the loop of Henle is made up of two segments: thick descending segment, thin descending segment. And thick segment, the descending segment is direct continuation of the proximal convoluted tubule, and it descending down it into the medulla. It has length about 6 millimeters and diameter is 5 millimeters. Thin descending segment, thick descending segment is continued as thin descending segment, and it is formed by the flattened epithelial cells without brush borders, and it is the continued distal convoluted tubule, or DCT, is the continuation of the thick ascending segment and occupies the cortex of the kidney, and it is continued as a collecting duct. The length of the digital convoluted tubule is 14.5 to 15 millimeters, and it has a diameter of 22 to 50 millimeters, 50 micron, and distal convoluted tubule is lined by its single layer of the cuboidal epithelial cells. Without brush border, epithelial cells, distal convoluted tubules are called intercalated cells. So this is my topic, digital version 2.0. Hope you will all satisfy with this topic. And if you have any query or questions, you can put in the comment box so that we can have a problem solving uh, session for the resolving of your all questions. Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
You're already on the WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.